welcome to everybody. It's great to have everybody join us today. We appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy days, especially on a beautiful sunny day like today. So Megan, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly well. I'm going to go ahead and give you control of the screen if that's okay. And we'll make sure that you can take that over, all right?
Perfect. I'm
How are
hearing
you
a little bit of feedback.
It looks like you're connected twice.
Oh,
I don't hear any feedback.
let me see.
I just gave you permission to go ahead.
Okay, well, we'll just push through the feedback. No worries. So we're going to be going over today a couple of different things. So when we originally spoke, there's a couple of new updates that I'm not sure that you've been made aware of just because we're in the beginning of our communications about it. But basically, for those of you guys who don't know, LeadStar is AmeriLife's exclusive lead vendor. So we only service AmeriLife agents and affiliates, and we have a couple of different branches of LeadStar to provide leads in basically any type of way that you could imagine. For example, we have calls, we have data leads, appointments, we have direct mail, we have seminar services. We really do it all through a couple of different partners. The changes that I just referenced are specifically on our LeadStar Marketplace branch, which is what delivers our calls, what delivers our appointments, and what delivers our data leads. We're about to launch basically a brand new platform there, and I'll be walking through exactly what's going to be changing at the end of this meeting. But first, I'm going to talk about some of our direct mail options and our seminars options that are going to remain unchanged by these new updates that I just mentioned. So let me go ahead and share my
We've got some breaking news today. That's very exciting.
Yeah.
I gave you permission to take over. Were you able to do that? Because they're not.
Let me try. I will say I'm unfamiliar with this platform. So let me see. Share my webcam. Is that the option?
No, I think that usually it just, so there's two of you connected and I just gave one of you the permission to share. Maybe I'll do it to the other one then.
It might be that I have it. I'm not sure.
No, I don't know.
Oh, I just got it. Yep, I think you must have given it to.
Perfect.
Okay. What screen are we looking at? My home screen?
Your home screen.
Yep. Okay, perfect.
I see a beautiful waterfall.
Amazing. Okay, so what we're going to be looking at first or speaking about is our direct mail solution. So one of the branches of LeadStar is LeadStar Direct, where we have a partnership with RGI for traditional direct mail services. So what you'll get through this platform is Medicare Advantage, Medicare Supplement, and final expense direct mail cards, postage paid response cards, all mailed in an envelope. They're each going to be $565 per 1,000 mail orders. That is our minimum, but of course you can order as many mail cards as you would like. For all of our LeadStar branches, compliance is at the forefront of everything that we do. So of course, LeadStar Direct is comprehensively compliant with all CMS and state level regulations, depending on where you're dropping your mail. And we also have 90-day lead exclusivity. So this basically means that if you go in and you tell us you want leads from Pinellas County, Florida, and you want the entire county, no one else can purchase any leads in Pinellas County through LeadStar Direct for 90 days, just to make sure that you have first priority over those mail cards that you purchased. We have a couple of self-targeting options, including age, income, household type, state and county, and zip code. All of these are completely customizable to exactly what you're looking to purchase. Although we do have baked into the platform some pre-made selections of age, income, and household type. RGI is a huge leader in the industry for traditional direct mail, and they have a big warehouse of data where they basically know if you're ordering in this area, this is the age, income, and household type that's going to get you the best results. So we have that pre-baked into the system to just ensure that you guys are getting the most bang for your buck. But of course, like I said, it's completely customizable. This platform comes with a CRM for you to manage your leads, including images of completed cards. So just to give you guys a picture of the experience on the platform, it's extremely user-friendly. What you do is you log in, you tell us what leads you want. So do you want Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, or Final Expense? You'll tell us where you want those cards from. We do only have one card, and it, again, has been optimized almost yearly to fit the most recent compliance regulations, but also just based upon testing what cards are seeing the best results. So we have that pre-populated in there for you. You'll go ahead and pick the targeting selections I ran through. You'll place your order, and then in about 2 weeks, you'll start seeing those mail cards get returned to you in this in-platform CRM with an image of the completed card in the beneficiary or client's handwriting. So you can print that out, take it to the door, and say, hey, you filled this out, I got it, you need help with this, let's help you out with that today. So it's just a really good way to, kind of remind them exactly what they asked for, because, sometimes our clients need a little bit of help navigating back to exactly what they've requested. So we also have the platform configured to be mobile friendly, so you can use it no matter where you're at. And then we also have live phone support for if you're, having trouble with your lead orders. We had a couple people have some tech issues regarding how many leads were actually delivered into their account, and our live phone support team at RGI was able to go ahead and load those leads that were missing up into their account immediately. So it's a really great system. It's super simple to use, and it's there for those individuals that are still out in the field, either, door knocking or just meeting their clients face to face. If you prefer direct mail, this is a great platform to do that. I don't know how we're taking questions, if we want to just leave them, if there's a chat, or anyone can unmute and just ask, but.
No, nobody can unmute.
Got it. Okay,
we're
so
in
we will
control
not.
here. But
Perfect.
I do have a question pane, and there's no questions right now. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in there, and I will definitely ask them, once we take a break.
Perfect. All right. So I'll go ahead and X out of here. And just a heads up too, we won't be able to do a full demo of our main platform because it's relaunching here in a couple of weeks. So this probably won't take the whole entire hour, which I'm sure won't be a huge disappointment to everyone attending. We all are busy and would like some time back.
Absolutely. What I would like to ask though is, can you send me things that you're sharing with us? Because we send out a recording of this presentation to everybody that registers. I would like to include that information with it.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
I also dropped the link in the chat, and I can drop the seminar link in the chat if you want to send those out. I don't think I can drop it in the chat for everyone, but if you're able to share that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, just include that in the follow-up communication as well, Emma.
Yeah, definitely.
Perfect. So changing gears a little bit, we touched on one of our branches of LeadStar Direct. Let's talk a little bit about LeadStar seminars powered by Leading Response. So this is our system for those of you who are looking for seminar services. Leading Response is already pretty widely used throughout AmeriLife. I'm not sure if Pinnacle uses it too much yet, but they're very well renowned in the industry. They have years of experience. Everyone who uses it within our ecosystem has great results, and within the LeadStar seminars ecosystem as well, people are very, very happy. It really is just the full package of if you're looking to put on a seminar, you definitely are going to need a lot of assistance doing so, and they pretty much help you from start to end and even post seminar with everything you could possibly need. So the great thing about this system, it's powered by Leading Response. They control the whole thing, but going through LeadStar seminars, you receive a 20% discount off of all of their solutions. So then that's pretty hefty when you're, talking about the full price of a seminar service. So very happy to have this platform. The link that we'll send out afterwards, you just go through there, click into it, and you'll get connected directly with the leading response team. We really gauge the performance of this by dollar per RSVP. So how much is it costing you based on the total charge of the seminar to get someone to RSVP to attend? And right now on the health side of the house, that's under $50. And on the wealth side, it's just above $50 for the year. So if you look at it from that perspective, that's a really high intent clientele who says, you know what, I want to attend this person's seminar, educational session, dinner, service, whatever it may be. And just for around $50, that's a great deal compared to, you know, the cost of an appointment or the cost of a live phone call. It's just a different way for you guys to get leads in a different style, but at a relatively amazing price. And some of the full service assistance I mentioned before is, you know, they'll help you, of course, do the marketing to get people to attend your reservation. They have a platform, a CRM management tool where you can go in and edit your RSVPs, see how many you have, you know, send out communications to the people who have RSVP'd to your event. They'll give you all the marketing materials to actually host the event. They'll do like the login sheets, all the PowerPoints you need, all the training. They really provide everything to you, and you'll have a dedicated account manager throughout the whole experience to make sure that you're fully prepared for your events. They also have a ton of relationships with restaurants who, you know, have these sorts of services frequent their establishments, such as Fleming's and a couple of other high-tier steakhouses, where you can get discounts on the total meal package if you're going to do a dinner seminar. So it'll help reduce the price a little bit through their connection. So it really is a great full service solution if you're looking to do those in-person events. And they don't even have to be in person. They do webinars and stuff like that too. So this booklet is just pretty much a high-level overview of all of the services that you get. I pretty much explained all of it, but financial seminars, educational workshops, webinars, they offer services on both health and wealth, as I mentioned, in person or over online. It talks a little bit about the order management tool. Like I mentioned, we have that platform CRM where you can log on and manage all of your reservations. And we do have a landing page, as I mentioned before, where you can click in there and get manage your RSVPs and all things like that. So, or I'm sorry, we have a landing page where you can request to have these leading response reach out to you to talk more about these services. So that is LeadStar Seminars. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm about to jump into what at least
there's
yes.
still no questions in there. And you know, you mentioned whether Pinnacle uses LeadStar. Pinnacle and Crowe both absolutely do use not LeadStar, I'm sorry, Leading Response. We've been using Leading Response for years, and we actually have a program that we offer to our agents at Crowe where we'll pay half of the vendor fee for their very first Medicare 101 seminar. So we're pretty well versed with that. It is a great program.
Oh, amazing. Well, hopefully we can help get you an even more discounts off of the total package then through this 20% off that you get for being with Crown and Pinnacle. So glad that you guys have a similar positive experience that I described. All right. So next, I'm a little bit biased, but I think this is the most exciting part of what we're going to be discussing today, but it's our new platform that we are launching on August 4th. So let's start discussing that. Our most popular branch of LeadStar has always been LeadStar Marketplace. That's where, like I mentioned at the beginning of the call, we offered live calls, data leads, and recently appointments on the health side of things. So for U65, ACA, Medicare Advantage, and final expense. It was a platform where you can log in and receive all of those that I just mentioned on demand. You click a button, you start receiving the calls. and the data leads and appointments, and it was a really great system. We recently have been speaking with a different technology partner other than SalesRiver who powered LeadStar Marketplace. And we found that they have a ton of enhancements that we think were really, really useful for the agents who are actually going to be intaking all those leads. And we decided to switch our backend technology over to Enroll Here. And we're doing a complete rebrand to launch this new technology change. It's now called LeadStar powered by Enroll Here. And again, like I said, this is launching on August 4th, and I'm going to kind of walk you through exactly what this relaunch will mean for you. We're going to be, like I said, doing an overview of the platform, the changes, how we built it, some of the platform enhancements that I think are going to be most notable for agents, and also the principals of the agencies that you guys work with. We're going to talk about the launch lead list, what to expect if you have a LeadStar Marketplace account, and what is coming next for everyone as we look to launch this new platform. So, LeadStar powered by Enroll Here is AmeriLife's proprietary lead platform. Like I said, we've completely rebuilt this system, learned from what we did with LeadStar Marketplace, learned from working with Pinnacle and other affiliates under the AmeriLife hierarchy, learned what they need from a lead system, and worked with Enroll Here to really build this platform exclusively for AmeriLife's distribution. And you won't be able to get Enroll Here services like we'll offer on LeadStar powered by Enroll Here through any other lead system. And of course, that's to, supercharge your production, cut those lead costs, increase your conversions, and at the end of the day, just make sure that your performance is as high as possible. The great thing is it's free for every AmeriLife agent, every Pinnacle agent, every Crown agent. Typically, the Enroll Here system charges about $250 per monthly to use their platform, because it really is a great system with a ton of advantages. But through LeadStar Marketplace, we have no monthly fees. It's all covered by AmeriLife, which is super awesome. Custom built. We have a lot of great tools that's going to help you a lot, just at the end of the day, get the lowest CPAs possible. So let's get into some of those platform enhancements that I discussed previously. So the first one I want to touch on is a complete dialer solution. A lot of the times, people use a separate dialer that they have to pay on a monthly fee, completely separate from wherever they purchase their lead systems. On LeadStar powered by Enroll Here, we have a complete solution built into the platform itself so that you don't have to go through multiple different platforms, multiple different companies to track the full sales cycle of your leads that you purchase through us, or even any leads that you want to upload into the system. So you'll be able to receive inbound calls on your own schedule. Like I mentioned previously, that is remaining the same. You just click a button and calls, data leads, and appointments will start coming your way right when you're ready to purchase them. And we have smart routing technology in this dialer system to ensure that the people who have been waiting the longest get leads first. And also for our managers out there, there is technology built in where the agents with the highest performance are able to, get more leads than those agents who are maybe newer and you want to start out slower. But again, that's all optional. It's really, this platform is super customizable to fit whatever needs you're looking for. And not only can you receive just inbound calls, we also, with the dialer, track outbound dialing to provide, like I said, the full picture of the sales cycle and store all beneficiary calls for life. So on our previous system, we only did the inbound. We did not have a complete dialer solution. So being able to also outbound dial from LeadStar powered by Enroll Here is a huge benefit to not only you guys to record every single call and interaction you have with your beneficiary, whether it's a follow-up or the initial conversation, but it's also really great for us because we have the capability to store and compile more data than we ever have before to enhance our performance management. We never really knew if you guys were following through with your follow-ups you booked with any inbound clients. We never knew when you were dialing out on data leads, which is a huge proponent to the success of those. We never knew even the results of the data leads really because we never knew when you were calling them, so we couldn't force any dispositions like we can on our inbound calls. So this complete dialer solution is really going to provide you guys with a full and free solution to track your full sales cycle, but also provide a great outlet for us to make decisions to better the performance on the platform. So we're very excited to have that. Another thing that's pretty exciting, that's brand new, is AI compliance monitoring. So compliance is a huge ordeal for everyone. It's very hard to wrap your head around. I mean, I don't want to speak for everyone, but at least for me, it feels like it's always changing, especially for Medicare. There's constantly new updates. Everything's different depending on what state you're selling in. It's very, it can be very overwhelming. So this is a tool that's built to help, solve for those blockers that we all experience. So what happens is every single sale that you make on the platform, we have our sales script baked into the technology. So AI in the background is going to be tracking what you're saying up to the script that we upload to make sure that you're reading the SOA correctly, to make sure you're reading the proper disclosures. And it's going to give you a grade at the end of your conversation on how well you did all of those things and where you can increase your performance to minimize risk for your upline from the ground level, which can't really be done manually. It's a huge task, very overwhelming, like I mentioned. So this is going to be super streamlined way to increase your compliance, increase your performance, and it's all done automatically through AI. So very excited about that update as well. We also have smart wallets, which is basically just a way to give you, not only the agents, but the upline managers as well, full control over marketing budgets. You can allocate funding now by campaign type, by carrier that you want to sell, by lead type, and it all is tracked down to the individual call, click, or appointment, all in platform in real time, depending on how you configure the smart wallet. So just to give you some context, on our previous platform, you basically just had a singular balance you could upload. The agent can do it with their credit card or the team can fund it, but you didn't really have much control over how those dollars could be spent, when they could be spent, or anything like that. Now with the smart wallet, your managers can configure daily spending limits, where you want the money to be spent, how long you should be working, all of those things. You could even run promotions through the smart wallets. You can create a brand new wallet specifically for a Friday promotion where you say, I want 50% off of Medicare live transfers for these agents just for a couple hours today. And you would be able to run that smart wallet just for that half a day or whatever you configure it to be, to fit the exact needs of your marketing budget. So it's really just endless possibility with the smart wallet, and it helps track everything and fit exactly what you're looking to spend your funds on. So another very exciting update. I'm sure you can tell I'm super excited about all of this because all of the updates I keep saying are exciting, but it really is. And we're very happy to be able to bring these updates to those who have used LeadStar for the past 3 years or so since we've been in operation. And the last enhancement is just measurable action. So on LeadStar powered by Enroll here, we basically have to just simplify real-time reporting into every single action that's taken on the platform for the agent themselves, but also their managers. So we have role-based visibility into campaign for performance on publishers, agents, and uplines, just to make sure that there's alignment between that marketing spend and the actual results. You can go in and say, hey, this agent isn't online today when they said they were going to be. They can reach out, why are you not online? It just helps with better management. And this is all done in real time. You can say this person's not doing well today. Maybe let's lower their daily cap because today is not a good day or whatever it may be. All of this stuff can be done during the workday versus as opposed to our old system. We only had this type of information ready for you the morning of the next day. So you wouldn't be able to make real-time decisions. Now everything's tracked down to the individual lead, individual agent, individual dollar, all as it's happening. So very excited about these enhancements. Also something kind of circling back to the complete dialer. I don't know if anyone's used LeadStar Marketplace before, but a complaint that we received pretty frequently was it was a little bit unpredictable, the amount of time that you would have to wait to actually receive a call, appointment, a lead. In this system, all of that's going to be resolved, and agents that are currently using Enroll Here outside of LeadStar are only waiting a few minutes in between phone calls, in between data leads. So that's a huge improvement, and it's helps a lot better with your guys' planning, where you can be confident that you can receive X amount of leads in a day, rather than kind of leaving that up in the air depending on, you know, how the system is operating that day. So tons of great enhancements coming. Now let's talk about, if you have a LeadStar Marketplace account, oh, never mind. We'll talk about that next. We're going to talk about the lead list now. So another great thing about the platform, we were able to pair AmeriLife's national scale along with Enroll Here's connections in the space to provide preferred lead pricing across the board. This says 60%, but it's actually up to 64% lower prices than what were previously offered on the platform. So huge discounts that's going to really help drive down those CPAs and make sure that, you know, this is financially feasible for you guys, especially with all the regulations on commissions happening. It's super important to us that we're making sure that this platform makes sense for you guys long term from the financial perspective. So we're going to be having digital inbound calls for Medicare Advantage, Spanish Medicare Advantage, ACA, and final expense. This is just your traditional inbound call. Client clicks in off of a digital ad and gets connected directly to you. We're also going to have inbound transfers for Medicare Advantage, ACA, and final expense. The client calls in and gets connected to a call center for qualification based on eligibility. Once they are deemed eligible, they will get introduced to you to begin the sales process. One big enhancement with these inbound transfers is that the call center is managed by us and Enroll Here directly. Previously, we had, you know, 10 different call centers that were running these appointments through the same campaign. So with only centralizing everything to one call center, as you can imagine, just really helps with the management. It's easier for us to track down maybe bad actors that are throwing things over the wall that shouldn't be. It helps with the daily management, and it also helps just us synchronize the experience that you guys are going to get. We'll make sure everyone's running the same exact script. Every lead that you get is going to have the same experience in the call center, and that just really helps you guys prepare your sales process and your expectations when you're getting transfers. And it's an onshore call center, which I know is super important. So excited about those enhancements. And also in-person appointments, these will be available for Medicare Advantage only. They'll be generated by a client calling in to, again, that same call center I referenced previously for qualification based on their eligibility. The rep will then use your availability to connect to the calendar that you have uploaded for reference to the LeadStar powered by Enroll Here account, and then they'll use that to book your appointment, and that appointment will get automatically booked onto your calendar as well. So great things about these in-person appointments that are improving are the AI technology behind it, making sure that you guys are getting the best appointments possible for you. Just a disclaimer, the primary goal of these appointments is just to make sure they're getting booked, but wherever possible, we do have technology running in the background to look at your past sales and appointments, look at where they're coming from, look at the type of individual that was booked for you, where they were located, all of their data, and try to book those same clients if there's any patterns for you in the future, so we can make sure that you guys have the highest possibility possible of closing sales. We also are using smart routing technology so that you can have slow drive times, so you're not driving from one end of town to the next. Again, making sure to book the appointments is the top priority, but wherever possible, where we can implement those updates, that's where it's best. Just to give some reference as well, when we book these appointments, it's really just up to wherever we can fit the client's availability with yours. So sometimes it's not going to be possible, but wherever it is, we'll be making sure to book according to those that algorithm I described. All right, so now,
just a quick
yeah.
question, and maybe you're about to get to this. I saw, you do say it's 60% lower, but they would like to know how much the leads actually cost.
Yeah, so since I made this PowerPoint, we did actually finalize the pricing, so I'll pull it up for you now. Like it'll be around 20 to 30 bucks, depending on the campaign type, where previously it was around 50 to 60, just to give you an average, but I can read out to you the finalized pricing.
Is that for the inbound calls, like the digitals, or the inbound transfers?
Both. The in-person appointments are going to be 90. That's
90.
already that's already significantly discounted from the market price. I know our main competitor is charging 120 for those right now.
Right.
So
Is there a minimum on that? Like a minimum that you have to commit to?
No, none of these leads have minimums. You can log in and out as you please. Of course, the longer your campaign is active, how long you're sitting there waiting, you'll get more clients, but there's technically no minimums. Like if you sit on and only for 10 minutes, maybe the campaign won't be as optimized as possible, but it is an option for you. We don't force you to take leads.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, here it is. So for Medicare Advantage digital inbounds, those are going to be 20. For Medicare Advantage Spanish, it's 19. And the MA inbound transfers, 28. The ACA inbounds are 20. The ACA inbound transfers are 25. The FE inbounds are 27. The FE inbound transfers are 37. FE outbound transfers are 36. And like I said, the in-person appointments are 90. And these are all, of course, subject to market change. Final expense right now, for whatever reason, is so insanely expensive. And it's been that way for the past couple of months. So, and our main goal on LeadStar is to make sure that you guys have the lowest CPAs possible. So wherever we can, we're going to improve those prices just based upon market availability.
Great, great. Thank you. Just want to remind everybody on the call today too, one of the programs that we offer from Crowe and Associates to our agents is we will reimburse them up to $500 a month for purchasing leads. So just keep in mind when you're listening to the pricing that she's giving out that if you buy those leads, we'll reimburse you up to that $500 mark on a monthly basis.
Yeah, that's great. And like I said too, what I just listed, it's on average, about 50% discounted from what we previously offered. So
right.
Huge savings.
Yeah, that's great.
All right. Now, what to expect if you have an account or have had a previous account on LeadStar Marketplace. So access to the current platform will be revoked Tuesday, the 22nd after 5 p.m. EST. So that's next Tuesday. That's coming up super fast. Up until this date and time, you are able to purchase leads as normal. Any funding uploaded with your credit card or paid via Stripe will be refunded to the original payment method during this period. So you don't need to use up the funds in your account if you have an active account. We will be issuing complete refunds. You can expect those refunds to process between July 29th and August 5th. Anyone with a current LeadStar account will have an account created for them on LeadStar powered by Enroll Here to store your current book of business, call recordings, and SOA documents. So this part was super important to us. We want to make sure that we continue to keep compliance at the forefront, and one of our large value props is that we record and store all of your calls for you. So we want to make sure we keep that full transparency as we switch platforms. So we will be uploading all of your book if you have purchased with us before to this new platform, along with the SOA documents if you've purchased appointments. If your account is currently disabled, you'll have to reach out to us to access the new version of LeadStar and your previously purchased leads. So if you are disabled, but you purchased with us in the past, your account will still be there, but it'll just be turned off. So you'll have to let us know if you want access. And as I've said a couple of times, new platform, LeadStar powered by Enroll Here, will go live the morning of August 4th. And just lastly, what's coming next? So we do have a webinar July 31st at 2 p.m. EST. That's going to be kind of what I just talked about a little bit, but a little bit more in depth. We're also going to do a live demonstration of the platform itself. So you'll see once you log in what you're going to experience, what the AI compliance looks like, what the dialer looks like, what the built-in CRM looks like, how you go about purchasing the leads, all of that stuff, as well as Bobby Beisch will be there with Brian Lubin, Medicare Bob, to do a sales pitch, or not a sales pitch, but sales training. So he'll teach you how to handle the calls and also what to calculate from a business perspective to make sure that this is financially working out for you guys. So definitely make sure to tune into that. We should be sending out the webinar registration either tomorrow or the beginning of next week. So be on the lookout for that and reach out to us directly if you don't receive it. We're also going to be doing continued support. So the first couple of days of launch, we'll have a Zoom link running throughout the whole day where someone from our team will just be waiting in case anyone pops in. For quick support, we'll also be doing weekly recaps where we'll host a small, or not a small meeting, but anyone's welcome, but just a loosely scheduled meeting to address any, concerns. Of course, any positive feedback if anyone has that too, but just talk about the platform, how it's operating, and all that stuff will be happening weekly. And we'll also be releasing new leads on September 2nd, specifically data leads. So probably notice we don't have that with the initial launch, but quick follow-up from our launch on September 2nd, we will be offering data leads, not finalized yet, but it will be supplement, Medicare supplement, Medicare Advantage, T65, term, and final expense data leads. So that's what's coming next. And then that was all I had to share on the new update.
That's a lot. That is a lot. That's definitely a lot of new exciting things. I mean, it sounds like the changes that you guys are making are really going to help the agents streamline their process and get that real-time feedback that everybody needs. So that's great. Very exciting. Thank you for all the great information. I appreciate you guys coming on with us today. I'm going to go ahead and steal control of the screen back. I think. Give me just 1 second. Here we go. Here we go. Oops, hang on 1 second. I think I'm back, right? Okay. So thank you guys so much for coming on today. I mean, the #1 question that everyone asks when they get started in this business, and even if they've been in this business forever, is how do I find good leads? Like, where do I go for compliant leads that are worth the money? So, we want to make sure that we bring that information to all of our agents. So thank you guys again. I did touch on a couple of things as we went through the presentation, just to kind of throw a reminder out there. Crowe has always had our monthly lead reimbursement. If you did, purchase your leads through LeadStar, you would just have to provide your paid receipt for your first 6 months with us. It's a 500 match. So you spend $5, we'll reimburse you $5. After your first 6 months, it drops back to a 50% reimbursement, still with a max of $500. So that's a great opportunity to, if you're new to the business, give yourself a little kickstart. If you've been here a while, it's just a great way to help offset your marketing costs. So keep that in mind. The T65 seminar program, we do that with Leading Response. We partner with Leading Response. They usually give us a discount, and then we will pay half of the vendor fee for your first seminar. If anybody's interested in talking more about those two programs, by all means, please give myself or Lisa and Teal a call in the office. We're all here to help you. And then the third thing I just want to touch on is our boss CRM and agency portal. So we have new CRM and agency portal that we built from the ground up for our agents. Gives you the opportunity to keep all your business in one place. There's automation capabilities like sending birthday cards and sending out healthy reminders, and just ways to touch your client and stay in contact with them that can save you some time but keep that relationship going. So those things are all at no charge to our agents. So keep that in mind. We're going to wrap up our webinar today. As everybody knows, we always record these. So you can find the recording on our Crowe Medicare YouTube channel. You also will be emailed a copy of this today, and any of the information that Megan and Emma provide to us will include on that email as well. So be on the lookout for that. We do have webinars every Thursday. We have another one coming up next week. Please feel free to join us. We thank everybody for taking time out of their day today. Megan, Emma, thank you guys so much for your presentation today and all the great information. Very excited for all your improvements. I can't wait to see everything. So thanks again, guys. I'll give you back a little bit of your day, and I hope everybody has a great day.
Thank you. Have a
Thank
good day,
you.
everyone.
Yes, guys.
Bye.